Hey, welcome to Talkable Tips. These are short videos for busy parents. And what I want to show you in these videos are great ways to support your child's development from kind of birth to 5 years. I'm sharing my experiences, I guess, as a speech pathologist and also mum of 2 little girls. And today, what I wanted to talk to you about was how you can help transition your little one into their first day of school. Because it can be a really nerve-wracking time for lots of kids. It's completely normal, and also for lots of us parents as well. So let's get started. So we know that using stories is a fantastic way to get kids used to new ideas, and it's something that we all already do. So say you've got a toddler and you're expecting a new baby, often you will be reading lots of stories about becoming a big sister or a big brother. And the idea is that the books help to give our kids an idea about what to expect and what it's going to be like in that new situation. And we want to do the same for when they start school. So take a moment to kind of think about what it's like when you start a new job or when you travel overseas for the first time. You feel pretty overwhelmed and pretty out of your depth. So things like a guidebook or an orientation manual can really help you as an adult. And the idea is that a Kindy book is the same thing for your child. So I'm going to share with you today something that my daughter and I made together, and we called it My Kindy Story. And as you can see, there's nothing flash about this. It is a simple display folder, and we printed at home on plain paper all of the pages that went in this book for her. What is important about this book is that it has pictures of your child in it. Okay, so they can really see and imagine themselves in that new situation. It also uses language from their point of view. So lots of books wouldn't do this, but a book you write yourself uses words like when I go to Kindy and at my Kindy, and we want them to be thinking about it. So they're really imagining that they're in that Kindy environment already. So that's super important. We also want to focus on positive language. So rather than saying things like, I might feel worried when, we want to focus on the positive aspects. Kindy's going to be so much fun. I'm going to get to play Play-Doh and make biscuits, and I'm going to play with my friends in the playground. So focus on positive language. And the other thing we want is lots of detail. So this book even starts from before school. So getting ready for school. What do you do? What do you do? How do you get dressed? What do you take to school? And then it goes through all the routines that happen from the time you drop them off to when you pick them up. And so the detail is super important because they're the bits potentially that fill in the gaps for your child about what's going to actually happen when they're at school. And the other thing that's great about these books and that's important is that you also kind of help them with some problem solving and maybe some of the tricky situations when they might be feeling a little bit unsure what to do. So in here we say, we have a page where we're talking about what to do if you feel sad or if you hurt yourself, and that the teacher's there to help you. And also, things like what happens if you have an accident or don't make it to the toilet on time. Those kind of things and what will happen, put in the book, because they're the things that you can really help your child when they're faced with something new. They're probably the things that they're thinking and worrying about. It's really normal for your child to be worried and for you to be worried too. So I think that's really important to say. And although the book itself may not solve every tear and prevent every little hiccup on that first kind of transition to school, everything that is in here will be preparing and helping your child when you're not there, because you have laid the foundations, you've told them what to expect, you've given them strategies, and you've gone through it over and over again. And that's what we did. In the weeks leading up to start of Kindy, we read this book every day. This was also in my little one's room, so she could look at it whenever she wanted. I made a big deal that this was her special book. And so she had that, and I did catch her every now and then just flicking through the pictures. To the point where she said towards the end, "Oh, enough, Mum, I don't want to read this book anymore." Maybe we had overdid it a little bit. But that's just one fantastic way that you can help your child in that big transition to starting school. So if you want to make your very own version of my Kindy book, I have got a template for you and I will link to it in the description below. If you found this video helpful, please share it with someone else who has a little one that's starting school, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Hey, did you know that I've also created an app called Talkable? And it's perfect for anyone who cares for kids from 0 to 3 years. It talks you through 10 amazing ways that you can help your child learn to talk, and it's available now from the App Store. Links are in the description below.